I can't overemphasize the change that will come about in your life when you start a business. It's hard. It's nothing like the books or the billboards or the television shows or the movies say it's like. Entrepreneurship, small business ownership is much less about the phone call that was $1 million, much less about the $1 million deal, much less about the yacht, the jet, and all of the fame surrounding money and creating an amazing business. Small businesses and the owners of those businesses and the entrepreneurs that make those businesses, that's not what their life consists of. Their day, most of the time, does not consist of glamorous speeches, team meetings filled with clapping and hoorahs. A lot of it is spent by themselves. The entrepreneur's journey is a lonely journey. And if you're just getting started and you're looking right now, maybe you're at a job, maybe you've always wanted to start your own business, and you're doing this because it's easier, and you feel in your mind this is going to be the simpler solution for your life, I have news. It's not. There's a lot of pain, there's a lot of hurt, there's a lot of questioning, there's a lot of loneliness, there's a lot of doubt that will come about when you start your own business. Whether it be spending long nights, spending weekends, missing out on family occasions, missing out on friends' birthdays and wedding celebrations and bar mitzvahs and the graduation ceremonies, missing all of those events for the people you love, for the people you care about, but yet you're sacrificing now for what you can and the business can become in the future. And you're driven by some reason, some why, some mission, some goal, some aspiration, whether that be the money, whether that be to be able to have freedom in terms of your time, whether that be the ability to be able to create something yourself, be able to look back at it and say, I built that myself. Regardless of the why, regardless of the mission, regardless of why you got started in business or you are going to get started in business, there has to be something that you can sink your teeth into, that the anchor can lock into, because there's going to be times where you question yourself, when you doubt, when you ask yourself, why in the world did I start my own business? Why did I do this when I could have had an easier job with less hours, more money, and less stress? Because it's not easy. It's not easy when payroll is due and the banker is calling you from the loan that is now overdue and you can't pay your bills, and yet you're not even taking any money from the business. Literally the thing that you're pouring your blood, sweat, and tears into, spending hours of your life, is not even being sustainable enough to give you a paycheck to take home. And then your family, your friends, your significant other, your spouse is saying, why don't you just quit? Why don't you just give in? Why don't we just take a step back here? Why don't we go get the safe job, do the thing that we don't want to do, but we know we need to do it just to put food on the table? And that's a hard question to ask yourself. When do you quit? When do you give up on the dream, that mission, that why? When do you give up on the freedom you aspire to have? When do you give up on the money that you aspire to have? When do you give up on creating the thing that you always wanted to build? When do you leave the building half built? When do you walk away from the building when it's half constructed? You can't occupy it. You can't live it. It has no real meaning. When do you walk away? But yet you've poured all of your blood, sweat, and tears, time into building this thing, and now you have to give up. And you're asking yourself, should I even start a business? Like, do I have potential? What about this? And I have doubts about my skills and my education and my past, and I don't have experience, and I don't know this industry. Maybe you have a lot of self-doubt around your own insecurities, your own complexes, what your family's been through. Maybe you didn't come from money. No one in your family's ever owned a business before. Maybe no one in your family has ever graduated from college, and you feel like that's holding you back. This is the beautiful thing about business. Business doesn't care about your age. It doesn't care about your sex. It doesn't care about your skin color, how fat or how skinny you are, how tall or how short. There's one thing business understands, and that's fundamentals. It understands about customer service and marketing and being able to lead others into battle. Leading your team, your employees, your vendors, people that are part of your business, your family, getting them on board. That's part of business. Business doesn't care. Money doesn't care where it flows. It's like a downstream river. Water just simply follows the current. It follows gravity, and it goes downhill. And your business, the money that you want flowing towards you, it doesn't care what you are, what your past has been, what your experience level is, how much education or how much your parents had in form of net worth. It doesn't care. The beautiful thing about business is it can give you that self-confidence. It can give you that swagger. It can give you the confidence to speak up for yourself. It can give you the confidence to be able to stand in a room where you feel like in the past you were inferior or you could not live up to the standards of others, and yet stand there and know in yourself you built something yourself. You took something from nothing, a concept, an idea, and you did what 99.9% of people can't do, and that is execute. And actually start, and actually go from day zero, an idea, a thought, some great creative thing, and into day one, where you actually go. And that's the thing I want to encourage you to do today. Just go. Stop thinking about all the potential of failure, the potential of being embarrassed in front of other people that you really don't even care about. Your old boss, your ex, you're literally caring about and worried about looking bad in front of someone you don't even love. Put all that stuff aside and go. Stop dwelling in day zero and get to day one. Start. The amount of impact that I have seen so many business owners come through, the change in their life, in their psyche, in their psychology, in their mindset, when they've actually grown a business past that infancy phase where it is hard, it is struggling. An infant, it's like a business. It requires a lot of care and attention. You would have 24/7 all the time, always helping it. It cries in the middle of the night, you have to attend to it. There's something that, a calamity happens in the middle of the night in your business, you have to tend to it. It needs constant care and attention and feeding and watching over it. That's like a small business, but when it starts to grow and it starts to get stronger and it starts to act independently, the pride that a parent has for its child is very similar to the pride that a business owner has when they took nothing and they made it into something beautiful. They took an idea, something that they thought about for years of how to improve the lives of others, improve the lives of their customers, improve the financial wherewithal of their consumer and the employees that they employ. And they made it into something real. That's the beauty of entrepreneurship. That's the beauty of owning a small business. Don't let fear, don't let insecurities, don't let your self-doubt hold you back from something that is so beautiful. Create something today and go from day zero to day one.